Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dan Coney here, and welcome back to our part-time to all-time long-term save. And we are still with Bath City, and things have been going pretty well since you were last with me. We have been on a fairly good run. We had a slightly disappointing display away at Farnborough, and this Eastbourne game was a very dead rubber in the FA Cup, but we'll come back to that. But if you look at our FA Cup run, we stuffed some teams in the lower leagues, and then we came across Eastbourne Borough that we absolutely dominated them in the home leg but failed to score, and then we won 2-0 away to put us into the FA Cup first round proper, which we will get onto in a minute. I didn't come back for the Tottenham game simply because of that. We had been on a good run. We beat, I think we last left off at Maidenhead United, that we drew 1-1 after a very convincing win against Dorking. Then we just went on a run. We beat Chelmsford well, we beat Cheshire United, we won the 2 FA Cup games. This Farnborough game was disappointing. Then we got back on the bike, beat Tottenham, which was a great result considering AFC Tottenham are right up the top of the league. So again, another big scalp claimed for us. This Hemel Hempstead game was really disappointing because Luke Ruser he got himself sent off in the 22nd minute. We were dominating the match. We managed to come out with a 1-1 draw, but that's disappointing points dropped because Roos couldn't basically stop from... It was just a ridiculous tackle. I don't know why he did it. But we are back today for the game against Hornchurch and the FA Cup first round tie against Port Vale away. Port Vale are in the Football League. They're on the Football League 1. So that is a big tie for us. We're probably going to get torn apart, but hey, it's money. And money is huge at this stage of our journey. And Hornchurch are 4th in the National League South. We are currently 8th. We are knocking on the door of the playoffs at the moment, which is really good news. And we just want to try and maintain that. We've really turned things around from a slightly weird start to the season, and now we're well within a chance of challenging for playoff places. But we got some leggy players. We are missing our main keeper. He really fractured upper arm. He's out for a while. It's not great, but at least we have goalkeepers, right? But Roos is banned for this game, which is a problem. We're going to have to bring Beardmore in. I don't have anyone to replace Roos with because I have a squad about as deep as a kid's paddling pool. So we're going to bring Sweeten in, and I don't want to mess around with the tactic. I don't really want to do this. But it's moaning because Beardmore's playing a DM in this role. Which is what I'm going to do, is we're going to go to match. Because this tactic at the moment, I don't want to mess with it too much. It is getting us really good results. And I don't want to mess with that. So let's go and do this. And then as the kickoff happens in the tactics screen, let's just push Beardmore up to this role here. And make him a screening central midfielder. Because then he'll be happier. Which is nice. Anyway, we have kicked off against Hornchurch. We are playing now post-launch, but we're also playing post the big update post-launch. That's a lot of posts. So yeah, this is the big update. It's got the different... you can change the colours for the player attributes now. I feel like the UI has been changed slightly so that if you have it on a small text size, it actually does make a bigger difference. I feel like my text is smaller than it was. You've got the whole thing where you can speed up the UI and stuff like that. Very good changes in the latest update, and it's really ironed out some of the more frustrating things. And I think we can actually change the map speed if I'm not incorrect. Yes, there's a 1.5 option now, which is lovely. A lot of stuff that people have been calling for, I know that. So it's good to see SI acting upon that and giving us some of the stuff we've been looking for. Yes, it's not a perfect game, but, you know, it is what it is. And that, whoa, whoa, I said post too many times, and now Hornchurch are just hitting our post constantly. Stop it. But yeah, it's been a very good update, and I hope that is a indication of what's to come. Let's put it that way. I don't think there'll be as a major of an update as there has been now in the future, because, well, until the World Cup stuff anyway, because that was a really major bug fix feature add sort of thing. Anyway, Albert's coming down the right hand side. Can he find someone? No. No. Now it's Hornchurch back in possession. I'm not. Am I happy with the speed of the match changing with this 1.5 times speed now? Ooh, Wilson usually puts those away. Come on now. I don't know if I'm happy with the match speed anymore. I've been playing on 1.25 speed for so long. Well, what, 70 hours of this? Well, nearly 80 hours now, I think, of FN26, and I've gotten used to it. There's a good tackle from Barton, though. He's going to bring it down the left-hand side. Can Barton find anyone? He will. Jenkins-Davies. Jenkins-Davies looking to lay it off to Wilson. Wilson gives it back to Greenslade, onto Beardmore. Beardmore finds Jenkins-Davies, who finds Alves. Alves in space! And he shoots wide of the left-hand post. Approaching half-time. It's not a bad display so far. We have been on top. Which, away from home at Hornchurch, I think we can be pretty pleased with that, considering how they've been doing this season. Can we perform a bit of a heist here, though, and can we get something more than just a point from this match? It's a tall order, but I know it's in this team. We haven't tinkered too much in terms of the personnel of the team, and I know that this team has some special moments in it and does have the ability to really challenge the top teams in this league, which is really good news. I don't want to place anyone right now. Not really. That's Hornchurch on the attack, though. Great clearance by Matthews. Wilson nods it on to literally no one. He didn't really have much choice there, though. It's back on the right-hand side for Hornchurch, who pass it through Hearn, and there's the goal for Hornchurch. Hornchurch 1, Bath 0, and now we gotta ask the questions. We're missing, with Roos gone, we're missing that stability in the central midfield, and Beardmore just doesn't offer it. He's good, but he's not as good. And it's gonna tell in a game like this. When we find our way back into it, I wonder. The XG is so in our favour. That's the disappointing thing. I mean, look, 17 shots and 5 on target, an XG of 1.08, and we're losing to a team that has with 0.22 XG. There's been a couple of games like this season, and it's been very frustrating. I mean, what creeps to mind is that Dover Athletic game where we should have won that game. It looks like this is going to play out as a loss, which is... It's not unexpected, but it's disappointing when you look at the match stats, I think. We are lacking that clinical edge at times, which I'm a bit annoyed at Wilson, because Wilson sometimes turns up and sometimes doesn't. Wow, that hurts our league position. Good lord. We do have a game in hand against some of these teams, but man, that hurts our league position. Wilson, sometimes great, sometimes just does not turn up in games, and it's so frustrating. But on the horizon, we now have an FA Cup first round tie against Port Vale, so we need to be fit. We need to be healthy. That is in 4 days. So I will see you when we are ready for the Port Vale game. Right then, it is time for our FA Cup first round match against Port Vale. We can have Roos back for this game, which is lovely because, my goodness, we're going to need them, and he's just got an additional 2-match ban for the league, so yeah, we're not going to have him for our league games, so we need him in this one. And I think that's the team we're going to go with. We have an extra slot on the bench, so yeah, we can't fill it. We don't have an under 18s. We don't have an under 21s. We're just going to go with this because that's all we've got. That's quite simple. I'm trying to keep an eye out. Although my scouts are not actually finding any for some reason, or not offering me any, I'm trying to keep an eye out for free loans from leagues above because I think that's very crucial to us succeeding here. And I'm just not finding any at the moment. I'm keeping an eye out, and if I could get something like that on board, this would be huge. But here we are at Port Vale. Look at the size of this ground, and it's not full. I want it to be full because full means money. Port Vale disappoint me. But I'm expecting this to be pretty ugly. Port Vale are a League One side. We are National League South. It's quite the jump. 3 leagues between us. 3? I think it's 3. Obviously, throughout this save, I'm going to keep an eye on managerial vacancies. Because this is a save centered around our career. This isn't a save centered around Bath City at all. So we will be at Bath City as long as we quote-unquote need to be. Whether we get headhunted or whether we find a job that we're interested in that we want to go to, that we manage to get an interview for, depends. Or we might end up taking Bath all the way to the Football League and go from there. There are quite a few managerial vacancies in our league and in the leagues above. I haven't seen any in the National League, but I'm not sure about them. But there's quite a few in League 2. And in our league, teams like Torquay United have a managerial vacancy, which is very tempting because Torquay is a professional team. And have a lot more resources available than Bath City do. But we will see what happens there. Obviously, we're witnessing Port Vale dominate this match quite substantially, and I think it's a matter of time till they put one on the board here. That is a great tackle, however. I was slightly worried that might be a penalty, but it's not. Bath City continued to... Port Vale continued to try and find a way through our defence here. But we are just lacking with no shots, no XG, no corners. Somehow edging out possession slightly, but it's rough. It's very, very rough. Some rare footage of us in possession here. We love to see it. Can we find some way through? Jenkins Davis. Oh, what a strike that is. Oh, goodness me. We have finally had a shot, and what a shot it was. I thought Jenkins Davis was going to score an absolute worldie, but at half-time it's Port Vale 0, Bath City 0. Which, you know, I'll take. They have been battering us. We have withstood it so far, but we can only withstand it so long, I would imagine. I just hope that we give a good account of ourselves. That's what I wanted from this match. Give a good account of ourselves, show what we can do, and I think this does show what we can do. We've come a long way since the start of the season, and we've still got a long way that we can go. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going. We are looking a bit leggy on the right-hand side. Alvarez always does become a bit leggy at this time of the game. I think I would normally bring Mabika on. I think I'll still bring Mabika on. I know he's going to be a little bit out of depth, but aren't all of our players out of depth at this level, let's be honest? So far, I need to bring Wilson off as well, because he's not only playing badly, but needs to be rested. Still not a shot on target for us, which, you know, we've had 4 shots. It would have been nice for one of them to go on target. We've been in the game. Oh, there's the shot on target. Yay, but no highlights until 30 seconds left as Binns collects that ball. I don't think I want my team to be more expressive right now. I want them to be disciplined. 15 seconds left in this match. Give or take, long ball from Binns. Roos is now back in Port Vale's hands. Can we withstand the last few seconds of this match? Yes, we can. We have gone to Port Vale and we have drawn 0-0. We have forced it to a replay. I think we forced it to replay. Oh no, it's extra time, isn't it? Oh, they got rid of replays in the FA Cup. I forgot about that. I really wanted to replay. That'll teach me to keep an eye on the match rules, which is a thing you can look at now. Specific match rules in FM26. Lovely to see. Anyway, as we continue on into extra time here, can we take this the absolute distance? It's going to be a very tough. Our players are going to become very tired against a professional team. It becomes really difficult to sustain our performance, which is, you know, it's understandable. Big long ball up to Fisher, who can't get anything on that. And it's just going to be Port Vale knocking on the door, knocking on the door, knocking on the door. We're just going to... I don't know what substitutes to make. I really don't know what substitutes to make. We're looking leggy in so many places. I feel like I should take Matthews off. And I feel like I should take Barton off, because Barton's just not been in this game. Okay. Well, that is the first half of extra time, and we, again, remain 0-0. It's the second half of extra time now. If we can't... There's no breakthrough in this half of extra time. It will be penalties. And I have no idea what penalties would be like. But corner to Port Vale. Long ball in. Header hits the bar. Oh my goodness. Can we get some hands on that, Bins? Thank you very much. Oh, good lord. Oh, our right back Reigns is having a good match. And that's lovely to see. Jenkins Davis on the ball. Finds Mabika. Mabika just gets completely bodied. I mean, bless him. He's 17 years old. He's come up our youth academy. Well, academy, I say. Our youth system. I don't know. He might just be a local boy that, you know, is turning out for Bath City because he's just good enough. To be honest, we don't have a youth team. So, you know, it's interesting. But Port Vale passing it around nicely here. Looking for an opening. Inevitably, they will find one. Because that's the way it works. Although, they have given the ball away here. And so have we. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Disciplined with our passing, please. Oh, no. No, not a penalty. Oh, no. Oh, oh. We'd withstood so well. We'd played so well to shut Port Vale out. And for it to be a penalty, that feels so scummy. Oh, that's so sad. We've now got to try and find a way back into this, and it's just going to be so difficult. We're passing the ball nicely, though. Greenslade. It's a good ball over the top, but Jenkins Davis just won't get there. Ash finds a loose ball, though. Can he cross it in? Doesn't find anyone. Roos finds Mabika. Tilson back to Roos. Jenkins Davies. Greenslade. And that is just going to dribble all the way to the Port Vale keeper. Oh. Not a penalty. It was Batten who gave it away, right? And I brought him on. Oh, it's a great display against a League One team. At the end of the day, like I cannot complain about the display. That's so good against a team that should be and is so far better than we are. But we only get 3.5 at 3.1 thousand for that. Yikes. That just feels so sad for it to end in that way. Oh, that's brutal. Oh. Oh, I'm sad now, and now we haven't won in 3 games. That worries me. Anyway, the state of the league is what we need to look at right now. So, things are going okay. I'm trying to work out where we want to come back. Western are far down the league. Enfield, Hampton and Richmond. Horsham. Horsham we probably want to come back for. So, Horsham and... should we say Dagenham and Redbridge? To say hello to Andy Carroll, who plays for Dagenham and Redbridge. Yeah, okay. I will play Slough off camera. I was like there's a camera. There isn't. But I will play Slough outside of the video and then come back for Dagenham, Redbridge and Horsham. 2 home games, and hopefully we can get ourselves back on track a little bit. We've lost our way in the past couple of games, and I'm hoping... I mean, that display against Port Vale was great. We got really screwed over there by penalty. We will come back for that and see what we can do. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe if you are new, hit the bell icon if you're looking forward to the rest of part-time to all-time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.